This young dude right here. Oh, sorry, not this young dude. Easy mistake to make. This young dude right here wants to win. And hey, fair play to the Atlanta Hawks. This offseason, they opened up their wallets, they spent some money, and they improved their team. And when you look specifically at what this team bought in, I mean, hey, you've got Danilo Gallinari. Yes, they overpaid this aging Italian man. That is beyond doubt. But offensively, he's going to be an incredible fit. The pick and pop with Trae Young is going to be nasty, like for sure. That's going to be incredible. The space he'll create is going to be awesome. You've got Bogdanovic, who's a shot creator, gets his own looks, could score when Trae Young's not on the floor. I think he's going to add a ton to the team. Rondo for the playmaking, the veteran leadership. Chris Dunn for the defense. Let's be honest, Trae Young needs some help back there. So overall, I think they brought in some really, really interesting pieces. However, this was an off-season with a few question marks for me as well. If we jump into their depth chart and look at the players that I think are actually going to play some minutes, it gets a little bit weird. First of all, Rondo, I think he raises your floor in the playoffs, but I don't really think he helps you much in the regular season. The Hawks are trying to make the playoffs, so I feel like that's a little bit of a weird fit. Then, if we assume that Trae Young and Rondo are going to be the point guards, that makes Chris Dunn, Kevin Huerter, and Bogdanovic the two guards. And in that situation, I just kind of see Kevin Huerter being a bit left out. Then, if we assume Cam Reddish is a small forward, we've got Cam, DeAndre Hunter, Tony Snell, quite a few small forwards, none of them starting caliber, and I think they still really need that 3-and-D wing, because let's be honest, Bogdanovic and Gallinari don't add the defense that the Hawks need, so that's still an issue. Now, I am liking the Capella-Okongwu situation at the center. I think that'll be a good center rotation. However, and the most fun part of this is probably the power forward situation. We know Danilo Gallinari can't play the 3 anymore. That is a fact. And when you pay Danilo Gallinari over $20 million, that's John Collins' money. In my opinion, them paying Danilo Gallinari means they are not willing to pay John Collins and that they should trade John Collins. So that is the plan today, man. I'm excited to use this new Hawks roster. I think it's really cool. I think trading John Collins is a huge opportunity for them. Maybe they can package some of the excess depth in the guard rotation as well and get a really solid small forward. Someone who can play defense, help Trae Young out on that side of the ball, and make them a more balanced team. So that is the plan. I've got 3 seasons to win a championship, and I think we're going to get it done because Trae Young is super juiced in this game. Let's hop into it. What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm James. Today, I haven't actually shown you guys yet. I am actually repping, let's get this out, the Peach State, Georgia. I can't represent Atlanta, unfortunately. I don't own any of their clothing, but we are repping Georgia. It's just a little cold. And here's the Hawks roster, man. Like I said, quite deep, but kind of lacking that top-end talent. I think Okongwu will move to the center position. Fernando may go in the G League, and then we're going to kind of figure out some of this other stuff here. And honestly, without further ado, I think we're just going to make the Collins trade, man. Let's make this happen. So, there's actually not that many 3-and-D wings out there. Obviously, I'd love a Covington and other guys like that, but a lot of these guys have just signed. So one guy that stood out, and it's a guy I get a lot, but his name's Jonathan Isaac. He'd be amazing on this team. I think he's more of a power forward than a small forward, but we can make it work. John Collins. Honestly, I think he's more valuable than Isaac. People tend to favor offensive production over defensive in the NBA, and John Collins can get it done on offense. So I have asked for a pick back. Farouk Aminu and Tony Snell are just kind of making the contracts work out. We'll see if they'll do it with the pick. They do not. They're probably going to do it without the pick. So actually, look, I'm losing here. I'm trading an 85 for an 82. Technically, we're getting worse, but as a fit, I like it. So if they'll do it, I'm cool with it. They're still not interested. You're going to make me give you seconds. Oh, this is a joke. I'm overpaying massively, so before you comment, yes, I know I'm probably overpaying here. There we go, 2 seconds, got the job done. Welcome to the team, John Isaac. I still love the fit. All right, this is making the starting 5 look pretty nice now, honestly. Bench, I'm still not liking it. It's still too much depth. Reddish and Huerter are just chilling down here. Honestly, Okongwu goes down to a 73 at center, so I may G League him this year and just kind of give Fernando a bit of run. And then obviously Okongwu can be an absolute beast in year 2. But then, yeah, we've still got too much depth here, and I think the Hawks, in reality, probably have to get rid of one of these guys as there's just not enough opportunity for them. Okay, like I said, Huerter was deep in the rotation, so I'll package him and Fernando and a second, get Rashawn Holmes, who can play backup center this season while Okongwu's in the G League, but most importantly, we get a first-round pick. That should be a nice trade, set us up for the future, set us up for the here and now. That is beautiful. Okay, so we've got Reddish and Okongwu in the G League. I think they're going to develop really nicely there. I'm looking forward to see what Okongwu can do next season. Reddish, who knows what we'll do with him. In terms of the rotation right now, I think we're ready to go for season number 1. We've got Trae Young, Bogdanovic, Isaac, Gallinari, and Capella. Chris Dunn, Rondo, Hunter, and Holmes off the bench. Trae Young, obviously the number 1 scoring option. Danilo, number 2. And hey, I'll give Bogey a go at number 3, see how he does. System proficiency-wise, 7 seconds. I mean, it's Trae Young. That's what we're doing out here. It doesn't really suit Gallinari and Isaac, but I believe it is the best available right now, so we'll roll with it. So yeah, the Lloyd Pierce situation, it's an interesting one. Like, Nate McMillan, in reality, not Melvin Hunt, is backing him up. I think eventually Nate McMillan's just going to replace him and they'll probably fire him. So for now, I will actually get rid of Lloyd Pierce and we'll bring in Stafer. He's the guy. So yeah, that's the rotation. That's the scoring options. That's the system. I think we're ready to go. First year, I'm not expecting crazy things, but hey, if we can be a 6, 7, 8 seed and make some noise in the playoffs, that'll be a good start. Let's see how we do. Okay, 45 wins. I will take that. Trae Young didn't win MVP. I think I screwed Trae Young up the first 24 games of the season. He wasn't the #1 scoring option, and he was kind of trash. And then I switched him to the #1 scoring option, and I think he started going off. But normally Trae Young seems to win the MVP, so I'm kind of gutted that he didn't. Maybe it's because I put more talent around him. LaMelo Ball Rookie of the Year, as always, seemingly. Spencer Dinwiddie, Jonathan Isaac, Defensive Player of the Year. Wow. Oh my gosh, I haven't never seen... Actually, no, I do see that sometimes, to be fair. 40% from the field, but I will take Defensive Player of the Year. That is insane. All NBA teams, let's see if Trae Young's on any of these. Where's my boy? Oh my... Whoa. Guys, I might have killed Trae Young. I might have ended this man's career. I swear he always makes these teams. All right, let's see what's going on. So we are the 8th seed. We snuck into the playoffs with 45 wins, so the East must have been really strong this year. That's kind of wild. Yeah, just a lot of like solid teams, everyone in the 40s. Interesting. Okay. The Milwaukee did not do well. Looking at the season stats, and to be fair, Trae Young still did his thing. He just had more talent around him. 25 and 10, still definitely good numbers on good shooting. Danilo, 20 points per game. Fair enough. Maybe you're earning that 20 mil. Good job, Danilo. Bogdan and Bogdanovic. On the last 2K, he was actually kind of trash most of the time, but that is solid. 45% from the field and 18 points per game. I will take it. Clint Capella, as always, a god in 2K. God in 2K. I cannot stress it enough. Trade for Capella in 2K. Jonathan Isaac, yeah, he did what Jonathan Isaac does, just absolutely locked it down. I didn't even see that. 2.5 blocks per game from the small forward position, 2 steals. Elite stuff. We love it. And then Chris Dunn playing some defense, shooting the ball. That's pretty solid. Rashawn Holmes, not too bad. DeAndre, he's young. And Rajon Rondo can't shoot. So that's fun. 20th best offense. We actually can't score the ball with Trae Young on our team. That is interesting. Maybe trading John Collins was an error. And we had the best defense in the league. The Hawks had the best defense in the league. Let that sink in. Hawks' best defense. Again, the Jonathan Isaac effect. Can't stress that enough. We just need to pick up our offense, man. All right, man, let's get into this. Let's see if Johnny boy, Jonathan Isaac himself, can lead us to glory. I don't hold out too much hope. Let's see what happens. Come on, can we pull off an upset? At least get a few games. Come on. Come on, just dignity. Bit of dignity. Okay, let's go. All right, we got a game. That's fine. Let's get to the offseason. I think we've got a few trades to make. We've got some moves to make. And I'm optimistic. This team's looking good. Whoa, Orlando in the finals. Wow, okay. They can't win. Surely not. This is ridiculous. This is insane. What is going on? If John Collins wins a chip, oh my God, if John Collins won a chip. Oh my God, John Collins was a finals MVP candidate. This is actually happening. I look like such an idiot right now. What did he average in the playoffs? 17, 9. They have literally made no other changes. John Collins for MVP. Enough said. Let's move on. That was depressing. Okay, we have the 17th pick in the draft, and I just don't think that's useful to us. Like, we've literally got our young pieces coming out of the G League. So Okongwu's an 81. That's amazing. Where else we got? Yeah, we got DeAndre Hunter at 77. Our young pieces are developing, and Reddish is an 80. So I'm trading this pick. Okay, not a major trade maybe, but if I packaged a pick with Rondo and Al-Farouq Amino, obviously Rondo was bad last season, shot terribly. He's 35 years old. Replace him with a 25-year-old Jalen Brunson, Josh Green, maybe a trade piece. Yeah, I like that. We'll do that. And it saves a ton of cap space, so that's a solid move. All right, team player options. We definitely want to bring these 3 guys back. Cam Reddish may actually be in the rotation this season, which is kind of exciting. Jonathan Isaac is a restricted free agent, so we have to bring back the GOAT, our defensive leader. All right, I think we just need to get through moratorium period so we can sign Isaac. Like, yeah, he's the only guy I really care about. Jonathan Isaac. Rashawn Holmes can walk. We've got Okongwu coming up, so that's absolutely fine. Let's get through the moratorium, see what we're doing here. All right, time to give Isaac the bag. That is like the main thing we need to be doing right now. He's basically the best guy left in free agency, so let's pay the man. And when I say pay the man, I mean underpay the man as much as humanly possible, because why not? We'll drop him down to 158, see if he accepts that. Come on, Johnny boy. Hop on board, mate. Come on. There we go. Okay, perfect. And we got a mid-level exception, so we may as well just bring in like a human being of some sort. Alec Burks, he kind of does things. Let's do that. He kind of plays some basketball occasionally. Okay, our trainer sucks when you have 2 training camps. I'd love to send Trae Young to perimeter defense, but I think we're going to be better off using an untapped potential one on Yeka and probably another untapped potential on just one of our other young guys here, honestly. So as much as Cam Reddish looks good, to be fair. Cam Reddish is looking real good out there. He may be that dude. That said, Jonathan Isaac's only 24, and I kind of want him to be a demigod, so we're going to do that. Okay, so I'm going kind of wild with the young guys here. I've given Reddish to start over Bogdanovic. I'll see if Reddish is like better than Bogdanovic, and then if by the playoffs I want to swap them back, I can. Okongwu too, he's getting to start over Capella because he's a young guy. They're both 83 overalls. Maybe I can put Capella in a trade and get a really good player. Not really sure yet. Either way, there's trades to be made definitely for the bench, maybe for the starting lineup, because we've got Brunson, Burks, and Green out of the rotation. They've all got value. So I've got a big trade to make somewhere here. We just got to figure it out. All right, so even though I got him in a video recently, this team needed more offense basically. So I think now that Onyeka Okongwu can be a defensive big for us, I may have to move on from Bogdan, let Cam Reddish really fill his role. And again, for the maths perspective, like Luka would get a great That is a great pick and roll big for Luka, rim runner. The way he throws lobs to Dwight Powell, the way he worked with even like a Willie Cauley-Stein. Capella would be that on a whole other level. Like you think of the way he played with Harden, he'd be great with Luka. Bogdan, they got the Euro connection. They need more buckets on that team anyway. I think he'd be a great fit with Dallas. A pick that's projected to be probably like a top 5 pick to add more young talent. Some seconds. I love this for both sides. Let's see if it goes through. Fair enough. Let's see if we can chuck another pick in there. We'll give the Mavs the bag for this. I think that's fair enough. Kings pick 2. That'll get it done. Bang. I love it. That is huge. All right. No disrespect to DeAndre Hunter, but we are in win now mode, and OG Anunoby's a similar guy, just better. So I think we might make this move. DeAndre, Chris Dunn, and a first. Do you know what? For Toronto's sake, because I know they value this dude a lot, I will spam them with a few more seconds. I'm probably still underpaying for Anunoby. I am underpaying for Anunoby. Let's make those seconds another first. 2 firsts, DeAndre Hunter and Chris Dunn. That's a lot. That is a lot. But for Toronto, I think they'd want a huge asking price. So let's make that move. I like it. All right, this squad's coming together. Young, Reddish, Isaac, Gallinari, Porzingis, Anunoby, Okongwu, Brunson. And then, yeah, we need a better backup wing, I think. Like, Alec Burks is solid, but we've got Josh Green sat there. We may as well package these guys. Then we should be good to go, man. This squad's looking solid. Oh, do you know what? For the Hawks fans, I could bring him home. The boy Kevin Huerter. Has he got any better at defense? Can he play a lick of the whole defense thing? C, not really. Screw it. You know, I'll bring Huerter back. I like Kevin Huerter. Let's bring him back on the Hawks. Let's make this more like a Hawks team. So yeah, I am definitely loving this squad. I think it's like a 50 to 55 win team. At least a fringe contender. Maybe not a title favorite, but like I said, 50 plus win team. Solid chance at a title. Let's see what happens. Oh, this is almost embarrassing. I'm such a nerd. I'm such a rebuilding robot at this point. Again, 50 to 55 wins is my prediction. We got 53 and 29. So, yeah, I need to get out more. I probably need to leave my house more and stop playing this game occasionally. Anyway, LeBron James MVP. Like I said, 50 to 55 wins. I'm pretty happy with that record. Jalen Suggs, Rookie of the Year. Go on, Jalen. Derrick Rose balling out. Jonathan Isaac, back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, even though he cannot shoot at all. James Wiseman, wow. James Wiseman, most improved, fair play. Steve Nash, Coach of the Year, you love to see it. Wouldn't have minded that myself, but that's fine. All right, All-NBA teams. Is Trae going to make an appearance this time? He better. There we go. There's the boy Trae. Nobody else. Jonathan Isaac, we know where he's at. All right, so we have the 3rd seed, and we have the Jonathan Isaac versus John Collins double revenge series. I swear to God, if we lose to John Collins. Oh my God, if we lose to John Collins, that'll be the saddest way to end this video. All right, let's have a look at the season stats. Trae Young coming into his own. This is the kind of stat line I expected. 28 and 11. Porzingis pretty solid. I think we had a pretty balanced team. I was expecting ideally 20 plus from Porzingis, so maybe not ideal, but I'll take it. 17, 10, 2 blocks per game. I'm loving the defense. Danilo Gallinari, 16 points per game. He's still holding up really well. Cam Reddish, 45%, 14, 6, 3 assists, bit of defense in there. Did he shoot the 3 well? He did indeed. This is looking good. This is looking good. OG doing some bits. He's a defensive player anyway. Jonathan Isaac, I would have liked to see over 40% shooting, but I can live with it if you're the defensive player of the year. Onyeka, really, really solid numbers. Kevin Huerter, the GOAT back in Atlanta. Loving that. It's kind of nice to see him come home. I'm glad we didn't end up blowing the whole team up. I think keeping Okongwu, Huerter, Cam Reddish, Gallinari, like we kept a solid core of this team together as well. Best defense again, Jonathan Isaac, legend. Offensively, yeah, we're just still not that great. I blame you, Porzingis. I blame you. You were supposed to be the guy that fixed it, and we're still middle of the pack. So, yeah. All right, let's ready our emotions here. I'm actually really nervous for this because we should win. Like, we should be winning this series. Look at this squad. Oh, yeah, we should be winning this, 100%. But something tells me John Collins is going to go off. All right, think positive thoughts. Sweep him. Sweep him. Come on, prove that I made the right trade. Prove that I made the right trade. Do not do this. Come on, let's go. Finish the job. They've been plucky. They've been plucky. John Collins. Oh my gosh. The Atlanta Hawks have been eliminated by John Collins, who we traded to the Magic. Oh, you can't write this stuff. You cannot write this stuff. That is just absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic, yeah. I'm not tearing up. You're tearing up. I'm not tearing up at all. I'm not tearing up. I'm not that invested in this. I'm not. I'm really not.